very unique individual, Anthony Davis. If you look at year 6 in the league, his last full season that he played, because this year would look herky-jerky because of what transpired. He was 28, 11, 2.6. Shaquille O'Neal, 6th season in the NBA, he was 28, 11, and 2.4. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be Shaq, because you have to understand, Skip, in the 6th season, Shaq did not win the title. Anthony Davis also. 3 of the last 5 years, he's been first-team All-NBA. Shaq didn't become first-team All-NBA until 1998. So this is the type of talent that they're dealing with. Skip, I believe the Lakers won this talent because we needed a flower that had already blossomed. We'll let the Pelicans plant those seeds with Lonzo, with B.I., and this 4th-round pick, and we'll see what they become. But right now, there's a 6'10.5" rose that's fully blossomed, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Anthony Davis is a 26, 12, and 2.5 for a career.
What have I told you about Anthony Davis since the show started? What have I told you?
I hope you tell me.
He's not a difference maker. He is a PER prince. He's been top 4 times. He won it 1 time. And New Orleans' record over all those years, of 7 years, was 216 and 250. New Orleans' playoff record with Anthony Davis, the game changer, was 5-8. Not good enough. Something missing in there.
Okay, so
he's a complimentary star. So now he's not a closer. LeBron's obviously not a closer because he couldn't close at all last year. Who's your closer? Help me out.
I'll make sure I'm recording this. Are you telling me that Zion Williamson would be a better NBA player than Anthony Davis?
Yeah. It's going to take a while.
Yeah. How much while we got?
Anthony Davis. Oh, I cannot tell you how much I disagree with every point you just made, because there's the oldest saying of all, which is be careful what you wish for. I believe he wished upon a star. Take me to Hollywood. Please, Richie Paul, get me out of here. Get me to LeBron. He has no earthly idea what he just got himself into. Ask Dwight Howard what he got himself into, because once upon a time, Dwight said, going to Hollywood. How'd that work out?
Now, the Dwight mindset ain't like AD. AD,
No?
yeah.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Dwight Howard want to joke, and he want to be a stand-up comedian. He want to key and do all that playing around. AD come to get that work in.
Kobe would not stand for it,
Right.
Kobe said no, and Laker Nation condemned Dwight, right?
Right.
Dwight just can't live up to our standards. All of a sudden, Anthony Davis, just forgive me for saying this, but New Orleans is the equivalent of the NBA shadows when it comes to pressure and expectation.
Right.
So he just went from the shadows to the brightest, hottest spotlight in all of sports. In all of sports.
No question.
And it's the LeBron Lakers spotlight in Hollywood. Because of the tradition and the legacy of the big men, that even doubles the pressure on Anthony to live up to that, let alone to live up to LeBron. I've told you from the start, the man you call the GOAT has always had a scapegoat. Everywhere. It was Chris Bosh in Miami. The first time around in Cleveland, it was the whole roster. Everybody was a scapegoat.
Really? Was that roster good?
Yeah. It was decent. It was pretty good.
Decent.
Yeah, it was decent. They got swept by my Spurs, but that was LeBron's fault. But he never gets blamed, and that is the point. LeBron, no figure in the history of sports has ever been more protected by the media than LeBron James has. The media loves LeBron. I don't know.
Did they hate Jordan? Did they hate Magic and Bird?
They kind of hated to love Jordan.
They love Magic and Bird.
Okay. Different vibe, because they were rivals, so somebody had to win, and there was no real loser in that one. Like you root for one side.
LeBron got no contemporary.
Okay, got no contemporary.
He got none.
Kevin Durant, but he's completely unlovable, right? He makes himself more unlovable by the day until he finally got hurt. Maybe he became something of a sympathetic figure because he finally ruptured his Achilles tendon, right? So in LeBron's case, he plays the media like a violin, like a virtuoso violin, because he gets what happens is he constantly drops hints on social media. How many followers does he have? Like 50. He's got 43 million on Twitter and 50 on IG. So that's a lot of followers, and he's constantly dropping passive-aggressive hints of, I don't have enough help.
He said that one time. He said that one time.
It's his constant refrain. It's the constant default position for LeBron James. I just don't have enough help. he's not living up or he's not living up, but it's always subtle between the lines. And it allows the media and all of his followers just to leap to the conclusion, his fault. He's letting him down because LeBron can't fail, but when he epic fails, it has to be, oh, it's Anthony's fault. Watch what happens. He'll become the new Kevin Love. You were all over Kevin Love day after day after day. Kevin Love's a really good player, really good.
Anthony
He's
Davis
an all-star. Huh?
Anthony Davis is great.
Okay, he's better certainly than Kevin Love, but Kevin Love's pretty good. Kevin Love just got dumped on right and left day after day.
At least Anthony Davis could get his team to the playoffs. He might have didn't win but one series. What was Kevin Love doing in Minnesota?
Nothing. 6 years, nothing. No playoffs. I got it. But then he was a key piece. He did a lot of good things for LeBron
He did a lot
James.
of bad things too.
Yeah, he did a lot of good things. He was a reason that they won the championship.
I'm not here to poo-poo on Kevin Love. Kevin Love, he helped. The trade proved to be wise. Letting Andrew Wiggins go to Minnesota for Kevin Love was the best thing. They didn't think about it at the time, but it was one of the best things. Skip, you mentioned, say, the bright lights of Hollywood. It's almost like, Skip, performing at the YMCA and then going to Broadway. It doesn't get any better than Broadway. You know, you performing at the YMCA, that's what, like, he's a really good actor for the Y. But then you go to Broadway, you're like, he's terrible.
Yeah, and you're talking about the Y. You're not even talking about off-Broadway. You're talking about
the YMCA.
Y all the way to Broadway.
Yes.
I would agree with your analogy in this case.
Yes.
Because you're going to wake up and say, wow. And now the syndrome starts because most people think LeBron is the GOAT. I don't know if most. Today's media thinks he's the GOAT. Well, that means that AD has now assumed the title of scapegoat.
No.
Whether he likes it or not, he is the new scapegoat.
Let me ask you a question. When Jordan lost, did they blame Scottie Pippen?
Nope.
Okay, then.
Never,
So they're not going to blame AD?
No, it's different. Very different because everybody knew it was Michael or bust. And when did he lose? Let's see. He went to 6 finals. Oh, he won all 6.
Well,
he got 6 MVPs.
Well,
so who's to blame?
Before Scottie got there, he got swept in the first round all 3 times.
Yeah.
But that's nothing.
Then what happened when those? When he grew up.
When he came back.
Yeah.
And they had a 2-1 lead, and then they beat the brakes off him. You remember Orlando with Shaq and Penny and Nick Anderson? The last memory I have of him, he got to having the ball stole from him by Nick Anderson, and he dunked it on him. You remember that?
Are you still trying to fight this battle? You've lost it so many times. It's lame. It's ancient. It's prehistoric. It's over.
Title.
You lost.
When we get this title, then what are you going to say then?
Well, that's nothing because I don't have to say anything because it's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I know that's. You know what? You might even be more upset with Bron and AD winning a title than you was Kawhi. How you going to? How survive this 2 years in a row? And I'm going to be right here beating that drum.
Really?
Skip, it's 2 years in a row.
50 cases. You want to up it?
No, I'm good.
Make it 75.
No,
I'll take it right now.
I'm good right here.
You've got a chance to get number 2. Yeah, but you don't want to take that chance because you don't want the pressure.
And AD any day, every day, all day. But I have heard if LeBron got AD, that Kawhi would seriously consider it. Like, can you imagine that? He's coming back with a vengeance. He's heard all the talk about you just want to make movies.
From you.
You just want to hang out in L.A. You don't want to win championships.
Yeah.
He's coming back with a vengeance. He might be my preseason MVP.